Having worked with a lot of massage therapists, I'm regularly asked to help dig into the numbers of these businesses. That means I need to get a good look at all the financials. So the very first thing I often ask for is the P&L, or profit and loss statement, for their business. The unfortunate reality is that most of the businesses I consult with, they can't produce that before our consultation. And this is not to shame anyone by any means. I am using this as a launching point to educate on this, because there is obviously a huge problem here, because a profit and loss statement is, in my opinion, like the most fundamental singular report or statement to knowing your finances. If you don't have this readily available or can't get it fairly easily, there's no way you really know your numbers. None. So if you're somebody who either doesn't know what the heck I'm even talking about, or does know but hasn't ever really gotten this kind of thing together, we need to talk. Let's dig in so you know what this is, why it's so necessary, and how you can piece this together really easily. Hey y'all, Savannah Bell here with My Massage World, where I give business advice and strategies for the real world. And it is time to finally take control of your finances. Getting to know your numbers can come down to this singular report, a profit and loss statement. Let me preface this by giving the reminder that I am not a financial advisor or tax professional, and what I'm saying here is not direct financial, legal, or tax advice. There, got that out of the way. So first, what the heck is a profit and loss statement? Simply put, this is a financial statement that summarizes the money that came into your business and the money that went out of your business. So your revenue and your expenses. And I know some of y'all are like, oh my gosh, financial statement. Like it's some big complicated book of numbers. I promise it's not. Most of the time, this is like a single piece of paper with a list of numbers on it. That's it. It's super simple and straightforward, especially for small businesses. Yes, even if you have a few employees or renters. Now, why is this statement so important, and why do you need it? First, because it's the summary of all your business finances. It gives a basic breakdown of where your money came from and where it went. But it's not super complex. So, general rundown here. You'd have a line for your revenue. It may be a single line that shows your business brought in X number of dollars. That's it. Or if you have multiple streams of revenue, you may categorize them so you can see what each of them brought in. So say one line might be for the revenue generated by massage services, another for retail, and another for CE classes that you taught. And then just a total of all of those to see the full amount your business brought in. Next, it's a list of expenses. And these are typically going to be broken down into categories. So a line for how much you spent on each category of expenses, like rent, utilities, insurance, professional development and CE classes, professional dues, marketing, all of those things. And finally, at the bottom of your P&L statement, you get your net income. That's your revenue minus your expenses. So whatever is left over is your net, or what you actually made as an income or profit as a business. And this brings me to the second big reason you need this. This is how your taxes are filled out. So when you or your accountant go to file your taxes, you have to list out how much you spend in each of these typical expense categories for things that are written off as business expenses, right? Well, this P&L statement lists all those out nice and neat for you, so you already have the totals in front of you, and you can just plug in those total numbers. I do my own taxes every year, and seriously, I print off my P&L statement, plug those numbers directly in, and bam, it's done. Like, for most of us, this P&L statement gives the perfect summation of your finances for that purpose, either monthly, quarterly, or yearly. If you take a big box of receipts and bank statements over to an accountant, I can almost guarantee they will put together a P&L statement first so that they can have all those numbers clearly listed out in front of them, and then they're just going to plug those totals in to file your taxes. All right, now the real question I know a lot of y'all have, how the heck do you make one yourself? So here comes the part a lot of you keep putting off, but it really is the most critical. Track everything. Every cent that comes into your business needs to be tracked. And every cent that you spend on your business needs to be tracked. Whether you do this in something like QuickBooks, a spreadsheet, or on pen and paper, that part doesn't matter. Whether you automate a lot of those entries or not, doesn't matter. The important part is that it's tracked, period. I've said it 1,000 times and I will keep saying it. You are a business. You have to act like one. This is bare bones, basic business, y'all. track your money. The more you can do this as you go, the better, because then at the end of the year or whatever period you need, it's just printing out the statement and applying those numbers wherever they need to be applied. So whether you do bookkeeping entries daily or weekly, set time aside, no excuses, and stay on top of tracking this stuff. And if you're overwhelmed with QuickBooks and the like, but you need something a little more robust and easier on you than pen and paper, I've got something to help with that to make it simple. I recently published an Excel spreadsheet that allows you to track stuff in a super simple format. You just enter each sale, enter each expense, and then it does all the calculations and stuff for you. So you get to know all of your financial figures, get a P&L statement worked up, and even your key performance indicators like profit and expense per session, and rebooking rate, and all of that stuff, without having to figure it all up yourself and do the math and stuff. And there's charts and graphs to help you see it actually laid out in a visual format instead of just a bunch of numbers thrown in your face that kind of make you just stare and overwhelm. I am a nerd. I like those things, but I know a lot of people don't, and the visuals help, so I made this for you. I will link to it in the description, so go check that out. You get to pay once. It's $30, pay once, and you can use it year after year. It's not a subscription type thing. It's not something you have to keep paying for or anything like that. It's just a spreadsheet. Thank you so much for watching today. Be sure to check us out over at mymassageworld.com. Follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. Sign up for our emails, join our Facebook group, and keep an eye out for updates and business tips and free content and all kinds of other goodies to help you grow your massage practice. See you next time.